Mycenaean Greek is the most ancient attested form of the written Greek language, used on the Greek mainland, Crete and Cyprus in the 16th to 12th centuries BC, before the hypothesized Dorian invasion, which was often cited as the terminus post Quem for the coming of the Greek language to Greece. The language is preserved in inscriptions in Linear B, a script first attested on Crete before the 14th century BC. Most instances of these inscriptions are on clay tablets found in Knossos in central Crete, and in Pylos in the southwest of the Peloponnese. Other tablets have been found at Mycenae itself, Tiryns and Thebes, and at Hania in western Crete. The language is named after Mycenae, one of the major centers of Mycenaean Greece. The tablets remained long undeciphered, and many languages were suggested for them, until Michael Ventras deciphered the script in 1952, and by a preponderance of evidence demonstrated the language to be an early form of Greek. The texts on the tablets are mostly lists and inventories. No prose narrative survives, much less myth or poetry. Still, much may be glimpsed from these records about the people who produced them and about Mycenaean Greece, the period before the so-called Greek Dark Ages. Orthography. The Mycenaean language is preserved in Linear B writing, which consists of about 200 syllabic signs and logograms. Since Linear B was derived from Linear A, the script of an undeciphered Minoan language probably unrelated to Greek, it does not reflect fully the phonetics of Mycenaean. In essence, a limited number of syllabic signs must represent a much greater number of produced syllables, better represented phonetically by the letters of an alphabet. Orthographic simplifications therefore had to be made. The main ones are: there is no disambiguation for the Greek categories of voice and aspiration, excepting dentals d. Echo may be either ego or echo. Any m and n before a consonant and any incidents of syllable final l, m, n, r, s are omitted. Part r is panta, carco is carcos. Consonant clusters must be dissolved orthographically, creating apparent vowels. Poterini is holin. R and L are not disambiguated. Qac reu is giacilius. Initial aspiration is not indicated. Ania is hanirai. Length of vowels is not marked. The consonant usually transcribed, Z, probably represents asterisk dy, initial asterisk y, asterisk Kentucky, asterisk gy. Q is a labio-velar K or G, and in some names GH. Qo is geokoloi. Initial S before a consonant is not written. Tartamo is stathmos. Double consonants are not represented. Konoso is nosos. In addition to these spelling rules, signs are not polyphonic, but sometimes they are homophonic, which are not true homophones, but are overlapping values. Long words may omit a middle or final sign. Phonology. Mycenaean preserves some archaic Proto-Indo-European and Proto-Greek features not present in later ancient Greek. One archaic feature is the set of labiovelar consonants, k, k, written q. They split into b, p, p, d, t, t, or per gram k, k, in ancient Greek depending on context and dialect. Another set is the semi-vowels, j with and the glottal fricative, h, between vowels. All of these were lost in Standard Attic Greek, but, with was preserved in some Greek dialects and written as digamma or beta, beta. It is unclear how the sound transcribed as z was pronounced. It may have been a voiced or voiceless affricate, dz, or ts. It derives from k, d, and some initial j, and was written as zeta in the Greek alphabet. In Attic, it was pronounced zd in many cases, and as z in modern Greek. There were at least 5 vowels, a, e, I, o, u, which could be both short and long. As noted above, the syllabic Linear B script used to record Mycenaean is extremely defective, distinguishing only the semi-vowels jw, the sonorants m and r, the sibilant s, the stops p, t, d, k, q, z, and h. Voiced, voiceless and aspirate occlusives are all written with the same symbols, except that D stands for D and T for both T and T. Both R and L are written R. The sound H is written only when A follows, otherwise it is unwritten. Vowel and consonant length is not notated, and in most circumstances the script is unable to notate a consonant not followed by a vowel. In such cases, either an extra vowel is inserted, or the consonant is omitted. This means that determining the actual pronunciation of written words is often difficult, and makes use of a combination of the pi etymology of a word, its form in later Greek, and variations in spelling. Even so, for some words the pronunciation is not known exactly, especially when the meaning is unclear from context or the word has no descendants in the later dialects. Morphology. Unlike later varieties of Greek, Mycenaean Greek probably had 7 grammatical cases: the nominative, the genitive, the accusative, the dative, the instrumental, the locative, and the vocative. The instrumental and the locative had fallen out of use by Classical Greek, and in modern Greek, only the nominative, accusative, genitive and vocative remain. Also, unlike later varieties of ancient Greek, the verbal augment is almost entirely absent from Mycenaean Greek, with only one known exception, apiduke, although even this appears elsewhere without the augment, as apuduke. Omission of the augment is also seen in Homer, where it is sometimes included and sometimes not. Greek features. Mycenaean has already undergone the following sound changes peculiar to the Greek language and therefore is considered to be Greek. Phonological changes. Initial and intervocalic asterisk s has become h. Voiced aspirates have been devoiced. Syllabic liquids have become r, al, or ol. Syllabic nasals have become a or o. Asterisk kj and asterisk tj have become per second before a vowel. Initial asterisk j has become h, or replaced by zeta. Asterisk gj and asterisk dj have become zeta. Morphological changes. The use of eus to produce agent nouns. The third-person singular ending a. The infinitive ending ein. Lexical items. Uniquely Greek words, e.g. wanaka, asterisk wanix, qac reu, asterisk giaslius, kako, asterisk k alkos. Greek forms of words known in other languages, e.g. irawo or irewo, asterisk liwon, teo, asterisk teos, t-repo, asterisk tripos. Corpus. The corpus of Mycenaean-era Greek writing consists of some 6,000 tablets and potsherds in Linear B, from LMII to LHIIIB. No Linear B monuments or non-Linear B transliterations have yet been found. If it is genuine, the Kafkania pebble, dated to the 17th century BC, would be the oldest known Mycenaean inscription, and hence the earliest preserved testimony of the Greek language, but it is likely a hoax. Survival of the Mycenaean Greek. While the use of Mycenaean Greek may have ceased with the fall of the Mycenaean civilization, some traces of it are found in the later Greek dialects. In particular, Arcado-Cypriot Greek is believed to be rather close to Mycenaean Greek. Arcado-Cypriot was an ancient Greek dialect spoken in Arcadia, and in Cyprus. Ancient Pamphylian also shows some similarity to Arcado-Cypriot and to Mycenaean Greek. Variation within corpus. While the Mycenaean dialect is relatively uniform at all the centers where it is found, there are also a few traces of dialectal variants. The following examples can be given. I for e in the dative of consonant stems, or instead of o as the reflex of n. The e-I variation in e.g. Timitiya. Based on such variations, Fr. Ernst Risch postulated the existence of some dialects within Linear B. The normal Mycenaean would have been the standardized language of the tablets, while the special Mycenaean represented some local vernacular dialect of the particular scribes who were producing the tablets. Thus, a particular scribe, distinguished by his handwriting, reverted to the dialect of his everyday speech, and used the variant forms, such as the examples above. It follows from this that, after the collapse of Mycenaean Greece, while the standardized Mycenaean language was no longer used, the particular local dialects reflecting local vernacular speech would have continued, eventually producing the various Greek dialects of the historic period. Such theories are also connected with the idea that the Mycenaean language constituted a type of a special coin representing the official language of the palace records and the ruling aristocracy. When this Mycenaean linguistic coin fell into disuse after the fall of the palaces, because the script was no longer used, the underlying dialects would have continued to develop in their own ways. This view was formulated by Antonin Bartonique. Other linguists like L.R. Palmer and de Yves Duho also support this view of the Mycenaean linguistic coin.